this paddock here, you know, it's come up very clean and that, you know, we haven't got next to no chemical on it at all.
It's in the following year.
And this paddock over here, where the radish got going a bit, but we left it, and by not knocking the biology in that paddock and spraying it again, you know, okay, people would say, oh, you've got some radish there, but yeah, we have, but we built our biology. So next year we'll capitalise on that biology.
So what I'm hearing you say is that you don't have to have a war on the weeds. The weeds somehow balance themselves out, so you're not going to go out there and necessarily spray those the wild radish. You might just leave it and it'll diminish in population.
You do. You got to slowly work at it, and you've just got to keep it. You don't want heaps of wild radish setting seed everywhere. Yeah. You've just got to time it and just watch it to acceptable levels. You know, you've got to keep your levels right. You don't want to go mad on spraying everything, you know, and like I said, leaving no prisoners. You know, ideally you want them reasonably right, because if you get really big seed banks and it all goes, but if you try to let it all balance itself in the early stages, as you pick your biology up, you change your environmental conditions in the soil, and you'll find the radish will get less predominant.
We're going to put the sheep on that now because it's nice and green, and they'll chew that right off, and there won't be any pods set in.
You can spray that till the cows come home, and spray it, in 10 years time continue to keep spraying it, and the radish will just keep coming and keep coming. You know, you look in our older farming practices that we've been doing. I've been spraying ryegrass for years and years, and spray topping and that, and there's still just as much ryegrass out there. So what's been happening is not working. All it is, it's costing us more. The cost of chemicals are going up, but what we've seen by changing the biological conditions and the environment in the soil and changing it around so it's less comfortable for those plants to stay there and selecting for what you want to grow, it changes itself around.
Right. Do you think this process which you've gone down, do you think that's a process that other farmers could take on if they concentrated on it a little bit or looked at it?
Oh, definitely, yeah. It's you know, it's a process we've had to take on realistically to stay in business.
Amazing.
It's, you know, we farm over a fairly wide area in different shires over a big expanse of, you know, locations from down south right through to out here on, you know, we're virtually on the edge of the pastoral country here. And
that meaning it's sort of country that's marginal.
Marginal country down to very reliable country. And what we've learnt, no matter what country you're in, whether you're in the marginal or the very reliable country which is worth a lot of money, you're not safe these days.
Right.
You can get hit with frost, you can get hit with unseasonal conditions, dry years, and probably down in those areas where you've paid a lot of money for the land, it can hit you even harder. And so you've got to have the flexibility to go with your seasons, and you've got to build your soil up. So it's what's really kept us in business, having that different approach, because we can take these properties on, and we've got something to work with to actually improve it in the current day situation.